Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Today I'm going to make some magnets with my Cricut. The materials you'll need are the weatherproof sticker paper from Online Labels, the 30mm magnet sheets I got from Amazon, these are 8 by 10 inch sheets, and Origard 215 laminating film. This is an 8.5 inch roll. First we're going to open up Cricut Design Space and create a square. Unlock your sizes and make the width 6.75 by the height of 9.25. This is your maximum printable area. Then you want to add in whatever designs you're doing. It could be from the Cricut Access images or any images that you already have yourself. Today I'm making my Crater Lake and Yosemite National Park magnets. Once these are in, I'm going to resize these to be 4 inches. And I want them to fit within the gray box that we've created. Depending on what your shapes are and how many things you're putting in there, you might have to be creative with your spacing. When you're happy with your placement, you want to hide the gray box. Then you want to highlight your images and hit Attach. This acts as a group and saves your layout arrangement. Then Save and hit Make It. Now this is your printing preview, and if you're happy with it, hit Continue. This brings you to the print screen. Go ahead and hit Print and uncheck Add Bleed, and make sure you check Use System Dialog. Depending on your computer and your printer, the next screen could be different, but you want to make sure that you set it to best printing quality. Your sticker paper into the printer. You want to make sure that the good side, the side that prints on, is facing down in the tray. So the backing with the cut slit is face up in the tray. This can be kind of confusing at first. It's always a good idea to do a test sheet before doing a big batch of printing. Now that that's printed, I'm going to want to have my scissors and my felt edge scraper. This is a super cheap and super helpful tool to have. I'm going to cut off the excess paper on my sheet so that it does not stick to the cutting mat. Then I'm going to grab my Origard and cut it to size. Since this is an 8.5 inch roll, sometimes this can get a little funky, but more often than not I have excess over my registration marks. This is okay though, because it's a matte finish, it's not going to affect the scanning of the registration marks. Once you figure out your size, you're going to want to cut. Figure out the best alignment for your sheet. Then you're going to flip it over with the grid side down and peel back a small corner of the paper backing. Then you smooth down the sticky corner using your felt edge scraper and begin to smooth down the film while also picking up the paper backing. This should be one smooth stroke, and then smooth down the other areas of the sheet as well. Using the felt side doesn't do a great job at getting it done, so then you flip over your scraper and use the hard edge. You want to use hard and consistent pressure for smoothing out everything on the sheet. Make sure there are no bubbles, no creases, and that everything is adhered as it should be. Here we have the pink fabric grip Cricut mat. This has seen better days, but still considerably sticky. Then I'm going to want to trim my magnet sheet, and the scraps that come from this can be used for smaller projects or other custom orders. I try to waste as little as possible. Then, once your paper and your magnet sheet are lined up, I'm going to stick them onto the Cricut mat. I make sure that there is some sticker paper around the edges of the magnet sheet so that everything stays in place. The corner of the paper should be aligned to the 0, mark on the mat. Then smooth this on and carefully peel back the paper from the sticker sheet. This is going to be directly adhered to the magnet itself. It is very important to make sure that there are no bubbles or creases in this process and that everything is fully adhered. Also make sure that those little edges of the paper are sticking to the mat directly so that everything is secured and nothing slips around in the cutting process. Then in Cricut Design Space, you're going to choose the tooling leather 1.6mm cut setting on more pressure. Once at the Cricut, you move all the star wheels all the way to the right and remove the standard cutting blade from its housing. This will be replaced with the knife blade, which is only compatible with the Cricut Maker. You have to purchase this blade separately and usually retails for around $50. Then to put in your mat, the arrow hole goes in first, and the mat should be aligned within the side guides. Once this is all set, you're going to want to hit the feed button, and when that's done, hit the blinking Cricut button. For the tooling leather setting, it will go through 6 cutting cycles, so this will take a little bit of time. Now that it's out, I'm pretty happy with how the cut turned out, and I love the matte finish. It gives it a real professional quality. Now peel the whole thing off the mat, but know that this didn't cut all the way through the magnet. You're going to have to push through the magnet manually. Remember to be careful when doing this because the cuts can be delicate and it could also rip the magnet. Depending on what your shape is, this could be a little stressful. These came out great, but some of the edges are a little rough. But there's a way to fix that. To solve this problem, I use a razor and finely go over the edges with it. This is dangerous, because you're using a blade, so be careful. But when completed, these are beautiful and durable magnets. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching! Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Check out our shop to see stickers, magnets, decals, ornaments, and more.